Ukraine is a country in Eastern Europe. It is the second largest European country after Russia, which it borders to the east and northeast. Ukraine covers approximately 600,000 square kilometers, 230,000, and at a pre-war population of around 41 million people. It is also bordered by Belarus to the north, by Poland, Slovakia, and Hungary to the west, and by Romania and Moldova to the southwest, with the coastline along the Black Sea and the Sea of Azov to the south and southeast. Kyiv is the nation's capital and largest city. The country's national language is Ukrainian, although the majority of the population is also fluent in Russian. Before we get into video, please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so you can get new upcoming videos notifications. 11 things about Ukrainian culture. Ukraine is a highly traditional country where the observance of certain customs and practices plays a central role in its culture. Younger generations gladly adopt and follow these rituals, making them even more vivid and up to date. Here are the 11 things most Ukrainians do and the reasons behind them. Making pancakes for an entire week. A popular Ukrainian custom is Maslenitsa week. This holiday already existed in the times of Kievan Rus. The pancake was considered a symbol of the sun, yellow, round, and hot. Therefore, it meant seeing off the winter and greeting the spring. Celebrated in the last week before the Great Lent, Maslenitsa is a cheerful event. People serve freshly baked pancakes every day, go to visit each other, sled, ski, and simply enjoy life. Getting treats for Christmas. Christmas in Ukraine is a family holiday when all the relatives gather together. They set a festive table with 12 traditional dishes like the apostles, sing Christmas songs, remember all the good things that happened in the past year, and wish each other health and happiness. During the Christmas holidays, the tradition of caroling is also followed. Children go from house to house, sing Christmas songs, and wish the host all the best. The most important part is seeding the floor with grains of wheat or barley, which brings prosperity and happiness to the house. Hosts, in turn, have to give money, sweets, or any other treats to the carolers. Wearing in everyday life. Although an embroidered shirt is a part of traditional Ukrainian attire, it is a trendy piece for everyday life as well. Many Ukrainian brands have created their own interpretations of its shape, color, and length, thus making it a popular item all over the world. Fashion celebrities like Anna Dello Russo and Dita Von Teese have been spotted in by Ukrainian designer Vitikin. Locals do not miss the opportunity to show off in the embroidered clothing either. Being over-emotional and loud, Ukrainians are very friendly and welcoming. They love large groups and gatherings, always help each other, and consider all people around them to be their best friends. Thus, if you happen to come to a party in Ukraine, don't worry, you will definitely make some friends and will chat, laugh, and sing your favorite songs till dawn. Painting eggs for Easter. The most important elements in Easter are the multicolored boiled eggs as well as painted eggs. The latter have a very deep symbolic meaning because every detail of the patterns means something. For example, the red color symbolizes the good and the joy of living. Yellow is for warmth and crops, while green means hope. Superstitious. Ukrainians have been observing this tradition for many centuries and gladly continue to put heart and soul into this activity. Even nowadays, pricing a bride at a wedding. The tradition of buying a bride is as old as the Ukrainian wedding itself. In the past, such a rite had significant implications. Nowadays, though, this tradition is just an innocent game. Together with friends and an entourage, he participates in competitions and gets comic assignments in order to show that he is worthy of the bride. Eating a piece of paper as the chimes strike 12. An absurd but funny custom in Ukraine is to put a piece of burnt paper in a glass of champagne and drink it at the New Year. It is believed that a written and swallowed wish will definitely come true. But the trickiest part is that you have to do it while the chimes are striking 12. Celebrating the New Year twice. On the night of January 13, Ukraine celebrates the Old New Year. Despite the fact that this holiday is not an official one, locals never miss a chance to celebrate it one more time. Such a historical phenomenon appeared as a result of a change in calendars. At the times of Kievan Rus, people followed the Julian calendar, which was 13 days behind European time. To reduce this gap, the transition to the Gregorian calendar was carried out in 1918, and January 14 turned out to be the date of the Old New Year. Expressing gratitude through gifts. In Ukraine, People pay a lot of attention to interpersonal relations. If in Germany there's a notion of die term the appointment that cannot be changed, and of adhering strictly to rules in general, in Eastern European countries, it's a bit more flexible. There's a possibility of kindly asking for a schedule, explaining your circumstances, and getting what you want. The same rule applies almost to every segment of everyday life. Therefore, to express gratitude, locals usually buy flowers, chocolate, or alcohol and present it to someone who's been very helpful. Having a picnic at a grave, commemoration week in Ukraine follows Easter and ends on the 9th day after this holiday. This period is called Radonitsa or Hropki. The tradition has pre-Christian roots and is closely related to the cult of ancestors. The ancient Slavs came to the graves of their deceased relatives because they believed that the dead rejoiced in hearing warm memories of themselves. Nowadays, even though the church does not approve of having fun at the graveyard, people come here to put some food on the grave, have a snack, and thus share it with their dead relatives. Plunging into an ice hole. Plunging into an ice hole on January 19 is a national tradition in Ukraine. However, the Epiphany frosts are considered the coldest, so people believe that it is impossible to get ill. On the contrary, the waters become holy on this day and heal from all the diseases. So, if you spot Ukrainians screaming but swimming in the icy waters in winter, do not be surprised and keep this peculiar tradition in mind.